Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of FTW Adrenaline. You're coming into tonight's show on the heels of a very hot FTW Conquest Los Angeles, where we had a title change hands and a bunch of very, very exciting matches with a lot of interesting outcomes. Can't wait to see what we have on store for tonight. Oh, it looks like we're going to be kicking things off at Mercedes Ritchie. She challenged for the FTW Women's Championship this past Sunday in Los Angeles, and she has a mic in her hand, so clearly she has something to say. She's obviously upset over losing her championship match against Brooke, Lynn. She seems to be in pretty high spirits, blowing kisses to the crowd, but she's been known to do that kind of thing before. Oh, well, that's just uncalled for, you see what I mean? Telling everybody to shut up after blowing them all kisses. She just absolutely hates the crowds. Although she does bring up a fair point. The stipulation at Conquest LA was in a knockout and submissions match. And the referee thought that Mercedes was knocked out after receiving a spear from Brooke Lynn. But Mercedes brings up a good point. The referee never did check on her. How was he able to tell for sure if she was unable to continue the match? I think she has a valid point, to be honest. Oh, and here comes the FTW Women's Champion, Brooke Lynn herself. She's obviously heard enough of what Mercedes has to say tonight. Mercedes with that scowl upon her face. She's been dying to get back into the FTW Women's title picture. It has been over a year since she's held the championship, and even that was only a month-long reign. Some people consider her to be a flash in the pan, but this announcer knows from experience that she is capable of a lot more. Brooke Lynn telling Brooke Lynn doesn't pull any punches when it comes to telling people how she feels about them. Brooke Lynn, for the longest time here in FTW, was an undercard act. You know, someone that the fans absolutely adored and loved, but could never really find the chemistry to put it all together into a championship ring. But that has changed since last year. She has been on a roll like no other, winning matches, putting people in the hospital with her deadly spear. And Brooke Lynn's never been one to back down from a fight. All you have to do is ask. And she is willing to go. And look at this. She is willing to put the title on the line tonight. This is huge news. The fans are in for a treat. An FTW women's title match here tonight. Mercedes laying out her points. This is just going to be a standard singles match. 1, 2, 3 is going to be required. Pinfall or submission victory. Mercedes, of course, has that deadly figure 8 finishing maneuver. I've seen her in practice performing it. I don't know how anybody is able to escape that. But Brooke Lynn letting her know that if she loses tonight, she is going to the back of the line and we'll have a new challenger for her title. Mercedes, though, she doesn't just want to win the championship. She wants to humiliate Brooke Lynn. She wants to make her tap. Brooke has never tapped. She may have lost a number of matches in her earlier career, but she has never tapped out. Question is, will Mercedes be able to lock in that deadly figure 8? finishing maneuver. She works over the knees. Brooke Lynn's been known to have some knee trouble in the past. Oh, well, that's just uncalled for. Mercedes calling Brooke trash and everybody here. It's true, Brooke Lynn did grow up on the streets here in New York. She pulled herself up from nothing along with her two brothers. Mercedes cutting her off. And she thinks that these people are going to cheer her if she's able to defeat Brooke Lynn. I highly doubt that. But what a main event we have in store for you tonight. It is Brooke Lynn defending her FTW Womens Championship in a rematch against Mercedes Ritchie. This is huge news. We are kicking things off tonight, though. Jackson Hart already in the ring waiting for the entrance of Nathan Michaels. These two went to war in LA in the Fatal 4-Way Championship match. And Nathan Michaels just charges to the ring and he is laying out Jackson Hart with a series of punches. The match hasn't even started yet. The referee trying to separate them. And here we go. The bell has rung. And Jackson, he finally got a chance to recover. Looked like Nate was just going to pulverize him. Looks like we weren't even going to have a match. Jackson with a snap suplex. Gotta remember, Jackson, he was probably the one least likely to win that title match in LA. He came awfully close on a number of occasions. A lot of people picked his opponent, that Calgary Mustang, Nathan Michaels, to win. Nate, a former FTW champion. He's won titles everywhere he goes. He defeats everyone. That's what he's known for. But he took the pinfall. He got caught taunting Adrian Kincaid on the outside and got rolled up, allowing Reese to defend his championship. And now, just stomping Jackson in the corner and a vicious running knee. Nate holding nothing back. He is looking to get back into that title picture. There's only one thing Nate loves more than wrestling, and that's winning titles everywhere he goes. A quick reversal by Jackson. A stiff punch. Bounces Nate off the ropes. And a spinning back elbow drops the Calgarian to his back. Jackson onto the second rope. He is trying to get Nate to get up. Double axe handle from the second rope. Jackson showing that he is much more capable than he has in the past. Normally he would try to use underhand tactics to gain victories, but lately he's been showing that he deserves to be in the main event spot. He's always come close. He's always almost won the big tournaments. He's always almost won the big matches. He actually holds a number of victories. Look at this, he's going for a top rope arm drag. Nate fights out of it. And Nate, with a flying elbow from the second rope. You don't see him do that very often. Oh, what's this? Oh no. Is Nate going for the... He is. There's one power bomb. Two power bombs. The trifecta of power bombs. And Nate goes right into the pin. He's beating a lot of people with this maneuver too. Oh, 2 3/4. Nate can't believe it. He thought he had that match won. Oh, he's setting him up. He might be getting ready to set up the Calgary Flame. But Jackson slides at the back. Clubbing blow. This could be the opening Jackson needs. But instead, Nate captures him. He's going for a crossface. He wants to make Jackson tap out. Is Jackson going to be able to escape? When he fights out of it, he rolls Nate over. But Nate just constantly on him, aggressive, as he applies a rear chin lock. Jackson fights out of it. Stiff punch to the gut. Punch to the face. But Nate, spinning neck breaker. Nate, I haven't seen this level of aggression in Nate in a long time. And Nate going for a pile driver. Oh, and Jackson rolls out of the ring. Smart. probably would have been all over after that. Deadly pile driver. Jackson doesn't seem to know where he's at, stumbling to get to his feet. Nate just comes out there, but Jackson able to create some separation. Actually, Jackson's bleeding by the looks of it. They rolled Nate into the ring. Did he get busted open by that pile driver, I wonder? What's Jackson going to do here? He lays him on the ropes. And he clotheslines Nate to the outside. So he takes a moment to catch his breath. Maybe it's just been all Nate early here in this match. Is Jackson going to be able to recover? He applies a stiff knee to the back of Nathan Michaels. Jackson going for a body slam, but it's countered by Nate into a DDT on the floor. He just stomps on his face. What is going on? Nate appears to be pissed. He might be still upset at Jackson for costing his match a couple weeks ago. Nathan just relentless in his assault. And Nate, he's applying the sharpshooter. Can he get it locked in? He has. Nate's beaten a number of people with this as well. But Jackson able to fight out of it. Kicks off. This is the opening he needs, but it's a punch countered by Nathan. Nate with a back suplex. Oh. But Nate seems to be finally slowing down. And he's one of the older members on the roster. It takes a moment to catch his breath. So as he's dragging him back and towards the middle of the ring. What's he doing here? Some kind of chokehold? Oh my god, no! He's got Jackson up for the Tower Bridge. The torture rack. Nobody has ever escaped that when Nate's and he has to tap out. Jackson taps out. He didn't have a choice. Nobody has ever escaped Nathan Michaels' Tower Bridge finishing maneuver. A maneuver he adopted from the late Brian Knight, the brother to Elizabeth Knight, who was Nathan Michaels' ex-wife. Look at that. Nate just all kinds of aggression tonight. This is not the same Nathan Michaels we've seen a couple weeks ago. That spells problems for the rest of the FTW locker room. If Nate is going to be this aggressive and this on his game, what does that mean for the rest of FTW? Makes one wonder. But coming up next, we have former FTW champion Kolo, who held the title for exactly 1 year. Making his way to the ring, he had a match in LA against Clinton Slate, the returning Clinton Slate, and he was choked out in the middle of the ring. To see the former champion choked out like that, a man who has dominated FTW for over a year in fact, being choked out in the middle of the ring was shocking, to say the least. He will be looking to get revenge tonight. He's going to be looking to bounce back. I mean, I've never seen Kolo defeated so handily, choked out in the middle of the ring. The referee had no choice but to stop the match. I'm surprised Kolo was even able to wrestle here tonight after that. Question is, who was his opponent? And it's Bad Brown. Bad Brown is a bit of a young underdog here in FTW. He's been around for a couple of years. He is always the guy on the verge of just getting that one key win that might set his career up. That would give him the momentum he needs to finally start stringing together a series of wins. I think he only has 2 or 3 wins to his name in his 4 years here in FTW. But this kid, he always brings it every night. He lays it all out on the line, holds nothing back. Even in defeat, he always learns from his losses. And as such, he's a bit of a fan favorite here. People want to see him win. And against someone like Kolo, this could be his opportunity. If he defeats the former FTW champion, just imagine what that would do for his career. That might put him on the track to win a shot at the United States Championship. So they get set for singles action. Start things off. Kolo just muscles Brown back into the corner. The referee telling him to separate. He has no choice but to get in, but a cheap shot by Kolo. Kolo hits the atomic drop. This is what I thought. I thought we'd see an angry Kolo after being choked out in Los Angeles. But Bad just coming back with a big running bulldog, sends Kolo to the outside. One has to wonder if being choked out by Slate has affected Kolo in any way. And he's knocked to the outside. Brown taking this as an opportunity. He's just laying out some knees and some stomps for the former FTW champion. He rakes his foot across his face. An elbow to the top of the head. Bad just laying out some vicious offense here on the outside. This is exactly what we need to see in a spinning neck breaker. He is using, there is very little give on that floor. Yes, there's a mat out there, but it is just there to provide the littlest of protection. We get back into the ring. Bad going for the pin. 1. Kolo kicks out at 1. It's going to take more than that to defeat the former FTW champion. Look at this. Up for a huge full Nelson slam. As he stomps. It looks like we're going to gain control here. Kolo whips Brown to the outside. Brown with a counter strike. Springboard drop kick. And a snap DDT. Yes, the former champ reeling. This would be a monumental upset if Brown were able to come away with the victory tonight. And another snap DDT. This is unbelievable. Kolo looks like he's going to go outside and recuperate. Gather himself. Brown falls into the outside. Brown showing off some power. He just slams Kolo into the side of the ring. This is unbelievable. What aggression. I thought for sure he would try to keep his distance using quick strikes. He is bringing it to Kolo tonight. He goes back into the ring. This is the kid's opportunity. He goes for the pinfall. 1. Kolo again kicking out at 1. Makes you wonder, what's this kid going to have to do to beat someone like Kolo? He applies a chin lock, trying to wear Kolo down. Kolo so strong. Look at this, he's already starting to fight out of it, and a chin breaker. Send Brown wheeling him. Look at this, a stiff kick to the gut. He goes for the body slam, but it's reversed into a reverse DDT. Man, I've never seen this version of Brown before. He is just bringing it to Kolo. I don't think Kolo's ever had a match like this where he's being just out-wrestled. Even as champion, when he fought the best of FTW. He has never been manhandled like this before. Now, the former champ steps outside. And this could go bad, but Brown continuing to fight back. This kid will not say die. As he whips Kolo into the corner. Kolo bounces back. He looks like over a power side, but again reversed into an inverted DDT. Brown with the drive-by meets the face. Look at this. He's got Kolo's game and back to the chin lock. Again, trying to wear down Gene Kolo. That has to be a strategy. Just wear him down. And look, the fans in attendance want this kid to win the match. A back elbow by Kolo. And he's setting up the Dark Matter. Oh. We've seen him pin a couple of people with that maneuver. It's a vicious, face-busting maneuver. But Brown continues to fight back. And he hits a downward spiral. Is this the moment that Brown needs? What's he doing? Is he going to the top rope? No, Brown, you can't do that. Don't taunt. You can't taunt the crowd. You can't give Kolo an opportunity to get to his feet. Oh, the running big boot. It's over. You can count to 100. 2, 3. And it's over. Gene Kolo is the victor. And it all comes back to that little bit of taunting Brown did at the end. He got cocky. He had the champ on the ropes, the former champ on the ropes. But that proved to be a downfall. That gave Kolo just the opportunity he needed to get up and hit the running big boot. Oh, that's heartbreaking to watch. But coming up, we have another exciting match. As the new FTW United States Champion, William James, is set to take on E.C. Wadden. Oh, look at this. James not coming from the stands for a change, as he has the championship slung across his shoulder. Title that he won from Angel Fire in Los Angeles this past weekend. This is his first championship in FTW. Bit of a loose cannon, unpredictable. You never know what someone like William James is capable of. Of course, tonight he's in for some tough competition against E.C. Wadden. Wadden, a former FTW champion himself. He's coming off a victory over Isa Taylor in Los Angeles. So this is sure to be a very competitive match. James holding that title up for everybody to see. Look, it doesn't even, he just carries it around. It's like a prop to him. Look at him with that smile. You can see the cuts and the scrape down his body. This man is known for his love of hardcore wrestling. He is not someone that this announcer would like to get into the ring with. And here comes the Celtic Warrior, E.C. Wadden, the East Coaster himself. As he struts his way down to the ring, wearing his kilt. This man would love nothing more to get back into the title picture. And you would have to think that a victory over someone like the United States Champion would help do that. As he gets set for action, the man from the East Coast of Canada. The East Coast lifestyle, as he says it. Where they fight hard, they train hard, and they work hard. Granted, Wadden, on the other hand, has been known to take a couple of shortcuts here and there. They get ready for one-on-one action. The bell is rung. And James running right at him. But a spinning neck breaker right off the bat. A big knee to the back of the small of the back of Wadden. What's this? He's biting him. He's biting his forehead. He just bit the forehead of Wadden. Wadden doesn't seem to know what he's doing. This Russian leg sweep. He's caught off guard by the bite to the forehead of James. He tries to regain control of this match. James just hit him with a few big moves early on. What's this? James has him. Is he going? He's going for the Widow's Peak. He's got his head. He hits him with the Widow's Peak neckbreaker. Wadden looks like he's out. This could be a quick one. 1, 2, 3. James has just pinned Wadden. Made quick work out of the former FTW champion. This is unbelievable. They're telling Wadden to suck it, that he doesn't stand up into his league. Now he has a microphone. What does James have to say? He's starting a US Open challenge. What's this? He has started making every match. If you want a title shot against William James for the United States title, you have to defeat him in a first blood match. Starting next week, you heard it here first. We are going to have a US Open Challenge first blood match. Who has the balls in the locker room to come down to the ring and face William James in a first blood match? That's my question. That's unbelievable news. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up now, we have what could be considered a main event match. It is the FTW champion, Reese, the man who defended his title against 3 other of the best in FTW, against Adrian Kincaid, Nathan Michaels, and Jackson Hart. And he is still the champion, putting to bed any worries that he was just a transitional champion. No, this is the man who has pulled himself up from nothing over the last couple of years. Came in here, he ended the longest reigning title reign, United States title reign, I should say, of Angel Fire, become the US champion, and then slowly but surely made his way up the rank, winning the Call of Duty contract, cashing it in against Adrian Kincaid in Vegas, and securing the FTW Championship. Defending it, he is unbeaten since the start of 2018, and he looks to remain that way. But he is in for tough, and I mean tough, competition tonight. See, he is not taking on just any man. He is taking on the man who likes to choke the life out of people. And I'm talking about Clinton Slate. A man who came back to FTW because he feels like there is unfinished business. He was an FTW original. And he was one of the finalists when we were crowning an FTW champion. He was the last man defeated by the first champion, Vodka Romanov. And he had tried to take that belt from Vodka numerous times. Vodka, however, had to retire due to severe knee injuries brought on by Kane Salvik, Angel Fair, and Ashley Milano, better known at the time as Mainstream. But Slate, he looks rejuvenated since returning. He's traveled the world. He has learned more about wrestling, more about himself, and more about what it means to hurt people. And you would have to think a victory here tonight over the FTW champion would have to make him a #1 contender. If not this month, then in the very near future. Of course, I don't get paid to make that decision. But needless to say, we are in for a very exciting, a very hard-hitting matchup tonight. Slate gets ready, stretches himself out. The crowd seems into it. We get ready to start here. What's this? It looks like someone's coming down the ramp. It's drawing the attention of Ryan Reese. It's Adrian Kincaid. Kincaid, the former FTW champion, feels like he has unfinished business with Ryan Reese. Feels like he deserves a title shot. Looks like he's going to be taking a seat over here at ringside during this match so he can get a first eye view. So we get started here. And the bell has rung. Like Slate comes running with an STO and a kick to the chest. Slate chops. He is looking to make a name and snap DDT. He is wanting to choke out the FTW champion. But Reese fights back with a sweep of the legs. You gotta remember, Reese is no slouch. He can bring out the best in people. And a big running drop kick by Slate. Slate just picks up Reese by the neck and a suplex to the champion. You gotta wonder what role will Adrian Kincaid play on the outside of the ring. Will he try to get involved in this matchup? Reese fights his way back up to his feet and a clothesline to Slate. He applies a leg lock and just elbows Slate in the head. Vicious maneuver. An Irish rip off the ropes. Now clothesline to Slate by Reese. Kicks him to the back and stomps on his chest. Reese looks like he's going for his big finish. No! He's countered by Slate. Reese now with a gut wrench. No! Again, countered by Slate into a back suplex. Slate with those vicious kicks to the face. They would knock out the best person, and a running senton. Gotta remember, Slate, he's a big man. He's all muscle. That senton is gonna hurt. Looks like he was setting up for the Chimera suplex. Reese counters, and hits a spin-out powerbomb. We've seen this before. Normally he would try to set up his fist drop. Oh, he just goes to punch in the face. I guess that's more effective than just a simple fist drop. So goes for the pin, but can't even get a 1 count. Slate is up on his feet, or at least sitting up. But back to the leg lock. Slate fights out of it. With a vicious chop. And he's got him. The capture suplex. And you know what that usually means? After Slate hits the capture suplex, he usually goes for the choke. He's letting the crowd know that the choke is coming. He is going to choke out the champion. Well, it looks like he's going to take his time. He has to wear down the champ first. Oh, but here we go. He is setting him up. No, but it's countered. Reese fights out of it. He whips Slate into the turnbuckle, and down goes Slate. What's this? Kincaid chirping on the outside. Drawing Reese's attention. Reese coming outside. Out to ringside here. It looks like he's going to get involved with Kincaid. These two have unfinished business here. But Slate sneaks up and smashes him in the face. Is this the opening that Slate needs to regain control of this match? Will this be the downfall of Ryan Reese? He's whipped into the barricade. Reese continuing to fight despite the little setback. Kincaid making his way to the back makes you wonder what was his purpose out here. Was that it? Was he just out here to distract the current FTW champion? Reese back into the ring. As he tries to catch his breath. Here comes Slate. We're going to finish this match. This match will have a winner. It's Reese going for the DDT, but Slate fights out of it. Into a snap suplex. Back and forth these two men go, and a vicious knee drop to the face. You gotta think, what's it gonna take to put down either of these men? Looks like Slate was going for the choke, but it's countered. Reese with a Michinoku driver into a pin. 1. But Slate kicks out at 1. If he's kicking out at 1, makes you wonder what it's going to take to get 3 on him. Ryan letting the crowd know that he's in control of this match. He's going for a spinning tornado DDT, and Slate's busted open. He's bleeding. But Slate, he hits a back suplex. He's like a wounded animal, and you never want to fight a wounded animal. They just become more vicious, more dangerous. Slowly brings Ryan to his feet, but Ryan swoops the legs out from underneath him. Ryan whipping Slate back into the corner. What does he have planned here? So he was going to try to do some kind of shoulder tackle into the corner, but it's countered by Slate. Just kicks him into the gut. Slate checking his head. See the blood dripping down his face. Ryan trying to crawl his way back to his feet. And he's able to gain control of his match. Oh, here he comes. The big finish, as he calls it. He slams Slate down. It's got to be over. Out of nowhere, he gets the big finish. 2, 3. No! Look at how close the ref's hand was to 3. Slate kicks out at 2:99. He just barely got his shoulder up. And Ryan off the ropes for a shoulder tackle. And another shoulder tackle. And Reese hitting the spin out powerbomb. Now Reese circling his target. He applies the STF. He wants to make Slate tap out. Can't imagine. I've never seen Reese use this maneuver. And he has it locked in. It looks like Slate's out. He's going for the pin. 1, 2. No, Slate kicks out again. And just Ryan can't believe what it's going to take to win this match. He must be going for the big finish again. No, he's whipping him into the corner. What does he have planned here? Again, didn't go very well, as countered into a DDT by Slate. Slate setting him up. Oh no. He has Reese locked in that choke. He has him choked. What's the champ doing? The champ hasn't have any choice. He's tapping out. He's looks like he's unconscious in the middle of the ring. Slate wins with that vicious chokehold. Man, makes you wonder if that distraction by Kincaid early on played into this victory. Slate with the blood dripping down his head, he earned the victory. But it just makes you wonder, had Kincaid not gotten involved, would Reese have won this match? But ladies and gentlemen, we are on to our main event of the evening. We've seen it at the top of the show when Ritchie came out and declared that she was the victim of a conspiracy by Brooke and the referee in Los Angeles. Brooke accepting this match impromptu, putting her FTW Womens Championship on the line, and making her way to the ring right now is the ever fun-loving, partying Ritchie. She loves the party, and I'm sure if she wins tonight, there will be a party. That you can almost guarantee. She talked a lot of trash earlier. She says that she's going to be the first person in history to make Brooke tap out. That's bold claims, but Mercedes does have a vicious figure 8 finishing maneuver. So it is quite possible. And I would have to say that if she does lock it in, that we very well might see Brooke tap out. This, of course, is a rematch from Los Angeles just 1 week ago. Fans here treated to a big-time championship match. Of course, though, if Mercedes loses this, it's back to the bottom of the line. And someone else will have to step up. But if she wins, then that means Brooke will be entitled to a rematch. And would she be able to defend the title against Brooke? That's another question. Because when you're the champ, you have a target on your back. Everybody is gunning for you. Not everybody can handle it. Brooke Lynn, on the other hand, has fended off all comers thus far since winning the championship back from Ruby Rose. And here comes the Bronx girl, the one who grew up just down the street from here. On her motorcycle, the FTW Women's Champion, Brooke Lynn, a member of the now, I guess you could say, infamous Bronx family with their brothers, Ricci and Lou, who hold the record for the longest tag team championship reign. So it's in her blood to fight. It's all she knows how to do as she gets ready to defend her title here tonight against Mercedes Ritchie. Despite what she might say, despite what she might do, the crowd here in New York absolutely adores its hometown girl. Brooklyn never one to shy away from a challenge, always willing to fight, doesn't matter who it is, what it is. She would probably even take on most men in the company without fear. As we get ready for the start of the FTW Women's Championship match. And you gotta wonder, what's Mercedes' game plan going with this? If she's going to try to make Brooke tap out, you figure that she's going to try to target the knee, and that Brooke is going to be prepared for. She surely is coming into this with a game plan. She is no fool. Brooke, on the other hand, she's just a brawler. She is just going to do whatever it takes. And then if the opportunity presents itself, hit that devastating spear and retain her championship. Brooke giving it over to the referee, having a look at it, letting her know that she's not going to lose that title tonight. Both participants getting a good look at the title. And here we go as we get set for our main event of the evening. The bell is rung. The match is on. Brooke starts things off with a vicious backbreaker. She's going for the pin already. 1. Brooke making Mercedes expend some energy early there with that quick pinfall. But Mercedes with a German suplex. This is exactly what Mercedes needs to do. She needs to out-wrestle Brooke. Brooke, known for a bit of a brawler. She has struggled in the past against more technically sound wrestlers. And Mercedes working over her back. Looks like she's just going to try to pick apart Brooke. She whips her off the ropes. She's going for a big slam. Brooke counters into a back suplex. But Mercedes right to the leg and a vicious leg whip. Mercedes just chomping away. And again, back to the knee. And she just drops her own onto the inside of Brooke's knee. Now working over the arm of the FTW Women's Champion. Mercedes, unable to gain the momentum, is victim of a gut-wrench suplex by Brooke. It makes you wonder, if Brooke were to tap out tonight, what would that do to her mentally? Would she be able to bounce back from that? She has never tapped out in the history of her wrestling career, as she drops a big elbow from the second rope. A rare maneuver by her for sure. Means that she is taking this match serious. Mercedes regains control. And another German suplex by Ricci, by the challenger. And she tells Brooke Lynn that she's going to make her tap. Brooke struggles to get to the ropes, using the ropes to pull herself up. And she's clotheslined to the outside, tumbling she goes. Mercedes, like a shark that smells blood in the water, out to attack. So she's going back to the leg. Brooke counters with a drop toe hold. Brooke just rams her into the ring, using the hard exterior of the ring. It makes you wonder what Brooke has in plan. She rolls her up, but she can't do that. Oh my god, she's got a power bomber on the outside. Brooke holding nothing back. She is bringing her A game tonight. Mercedes gaining control, whips her back into the ring. She can't win the title on a countout. She has to pin her in the ring. Oh, and she uses her knee as a backbreaker. She drops her knee again to the face of Brooklyn. What does Brooke have to do? Looks like she's in trouble here tonight. Mercedes, she wants this championship so bad. You can hear it the way she talks, just the way she has been backstage. A big chop in the corner. You can hear that in the upper deck. Brooke jumps right back up and hits a belly to back suplex. Brooke getting fired up. She loves a good fight. She's hitting her with a bunch of clotheslines. She ducks underneath and a big power slam by the Brooklyn native. Brooke hitting her with the skull crashing face buster. She circles it. Looks like she was going for a leg move herself, but it's countered by Mercedes. Mercedes looks like she was going for that figure eight, but it's countered. Brooke with the spear! Spear! She hit the spear out of nowhere on Mercedes. Will that be enough? 1, 2, 3. It's over! And Brooke hits the spear and retains her championship. Just out of nowhere. That's how devastating her move is. You can't give her any bit of room. She gets even a 2-foot start with that run. She will spear you into next week. And as we just seen, just like in Los Angeles, she hits the spear and retains her FTW Women's Championship. Now what does that mean for the future of the women's division? That's all the time we have for tonight. I hope you guys all enjoyed it and tune in next week for another episode of FTW Adrenaline.